first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello and welcome back to Fox 12 Now. Again, we're live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. I say that at the start of every segment because I just want to let you know that in case this is your first time watching. We cover a wide range of topics here on the show, and you can find us on the Fox 12 Oregon app or wherever you're finding us right now. That's a good place to watch, so thanks for doing so. Today, for this one, we are going to be talking about Milwaukie Porchfest returning again this year. Celebration taking place throughout the city of Milwaukie, Oregon on porches, on front yards. It's a way to really bring a community together, and there are bands that are performing all over the place in the city. We're going to talk all about that with our expert right here. We've got Jeanette Owen from the Milwaukie Arts Committee who's joining us here. And, thank you for being here with us today. This is such a cool concept and idea and that you have going there. But to give everybody, that backstory of it, can you tell us how this all got started?
Yeah, the Porch Fest started 6 years ago. This is our sixth year. It started during the pandemic as a way to get the community out, to be able to social distance, but still see some performances. And it's just grown and grown every year since then. Now we have the event going 3 different Fridays in July. Started out really small. Now this year we have a record number of concerts. We have 105 performances over the course of 3 days.
105 performances. That is amazing. Well, how does this work for people just to get the whole concept of Porch Fest? How does Porch Fest work?
So Porch Fest happens between the hours of 6:30 and 8:30 on 3 different Friday nights. On our website, we have an interactive map that gives a listings of who's playing each of those Fridays and what time they're playing. Some bands will play 2 hours. Some bands will just do an hour-long set. We separate all the performances by neighborhood, so you could plan your evening to just go to one neighborhood if you wanted, ride a bike or walk around. The performances are really fluid, so people kind of come and go so they can see different ones. I mean, we have like 30 performances happening in one evening, so it's kind of impossible to see everything. But you can check out the website with the interactive map and plan your evening as to what performances you'd like to see.
And these are performances at people's individual homes,
at
right?
People's individual homes. We also have some that are happening at local businesses as well. Like my house, I'm hosting a performance. I have a really long driveway, so I have the band set up at the end of my driveway. Some people have them in their backyards. Some people have them on their porches. We do have a new record store in Milwaukie that is hosting in their event space. All the performances are free. So people are encouraged to just kind of walk around, see what they can see. We have really diverse offerings too. There's some comedy. We have a quintet brass band. We have metal performances, acoustic performances. So there's just a ton of different genres happening.
I mean, and taking a look here just at some of the different ideas of this. I mean, I love that. It just really, when it comes down to it, just seems like this is like a giant neighborhood party with a whole bunch of house parties happening at once.
That's exactly it. Yeah. It's a really great way to get out and meet your neighbors, check out gardens, see what's going on, meet new people. It's just a very relaxed summer evening to spend in the community.
And what's the reaction been like from the community? Obviously it's continuing on. This is coming back this year, and with that many different performances and 3 different nights. So what do you think it is that people like the most about something like this?
I mean, I think people like it because it is a community building event and it's free in all ages. It's really easy to attend. You don't have to buy tickets. You don't have to schedule, where you're going. You can just kind of let the evening take you as it will. Also, that it's just such a diverse amount of offerings too. We encourage people to tip bands, but other than that, it's all volunteer run by the Milwaukie Arts Committee. All the bands are volunteering their time, and all the porch hosts are volunteering their time as well.
So it's really, just everybody giving in for that. And
exactly.
And so you mentioned, well, I mean, it's called Porchfest, so I'm assuming some bands are playing on porches, but it seems like some are playing in the yards, in
Exactly.
driveways, so it's kind of diverse for each one of those.
Yep, it is. Yep,
That's
a little of everything. We let the hosts and the bands decide how they want to set up their individual performances.
and with that many performances, how do the bands get involved themselves? Is there a way that they contact, or are they contacted by you?
It is that we do send out some emails earlier in the year for bands that have performed in the past, but on our website, MilwaukeePorchfest.com, we have sign up sheets that people can sign up to either host. Bands can sign up if they're looking for a host, or bands can sign up that have a porch already. So there's 3 different ways to sign up. We have cut off signups already. We were getting a little more than we could handle this year at the last minute. So, we never seem like we're reaching for people who want to perform at this event.
You mentioned like the business aspect too, and everybody donating their time. But what kind of, I guess, when you look at it from like an economic impact, I would imagine this is bringing people into Milwaukee.
It is. And we do have several Milwaukee businesses that sponsor the event too. It is a really low cost event. But we do have businesses that are sponsoring. And then we have like Portland Waldorf School that's hosting an event on their lawn, B-Side Record Store that's hosting an event, Chapel Theater that, is hosting in their yard too. So it does bring a lot of people out and about in Milwaukee for the evening. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned, it's 3 different Fridays. What would you recommend people do to get the most out of Porchfest?
I think the best way to do it is to go ahead and look at what neighborhoods you might want to go to for the evening by looking at the map. And
Not the back of my head.
you can-
Let's redo that since I just hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. We are live, so everybody got to see that if you're watching
No
live.
problem.
But this is me pressing buttons, and sometimes that happens. Well, sorry. What would you recommend is the best way for people to get the most out of something like Porchfest, as far as these 3 different Fridays that they can attend?
I would say the best way to do it would probably be go on our website, see which performances really stand out to you, and make a plan to see other things in the neighborhood. Sometimes it gets a little impacted when you're trying to do a lot of performances in a very short amount of time, but if you pick a neighborhood you'd like to go to, it makes it really easy to walk or bike and see lots of different performances.
So narrow it down. You got 3 different
Narrow it
Fridays you can
down.
choose from.
Yep, you do have 3 different Fridays you can choose from.
That's awesome. Well, again, for everybody out there, can you let them know the when, where, or well, I
Yep.
guess they know the where, but the best way.
Porchfest, yep. So Porchfest happens the next 3 Fridays in July. So July 11th, July 18th, and July 25th. The event goes from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And you can check out MilwaukeePorchfest.com for an interactive map and for a complete listing of all the bands.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. And
Thank you.
it sounds like so much fun.
It is.
So,
It
yeah,
is.
so something everybody can go check out and free to do and get involved in there. Well, thank you very much, Jeanette. Really
Great.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And for everybody watching, there's the right button. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 12 Now. I mentioned we are live streaming, and sometimes that stuff happens, but we really appreciate Jeanette talking about Milwaukie Porchfest. We've got more coming up. We're going to take a quick break here on the live stream. We're going to be joined, if you're a fan of Big Bang Theory, we've got Simon Helberg, who's going to be joining the show for an interview talking about Poker Face. So that's going to be happening. But also, if there's ever breaking news between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., this is also the place to go, where we will have that for you, that coverage, whatever that may be, outside of our other news shows. But we will take a break right now. Don't forget to download the Fox 12 Oregon app. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.